to separate the men from the bars, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go. Best can't allow my intro. Word your blood, daddy. This time is for taking. Time steady ticking. Food supply getting lower and these diapers getting expensive.
What up? It's your boy E with BoxingProfits, bringing that toe-to-toe value that's undisputed in this industry. Be sure to watch this whole video to get max value out of it. Like the video, share the video, become a sub too, so we can continue to bring value to the sport we all love, and that's boxing, you dig? So let's get straight to it. We're headed to the promoter side of the street, where Eddie Hearn has once again come out and exposed himself as a liar and a hater and a snake once again, and I wanted to talk about it in this video. So let's go. All right, Eddie Hearn is trying to go on this massive smear campaign, trying to hate and denigrate the great legendary showdown between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. on Triller pay-per-view September the 12th, 2020. The reason for this is because September the 12th is the second weekend in September, and of course that's a great weekend for boxing, and boxing fans are always looking forward to a great fireworks showdown of some sort, which was successfully done by consistently Floyd Money Mayweather, and Canelo Alvarez, unfortunately, is trying to copycat and trying to basically mirror his business model behind Floyd Mayweather, but he's flopped, he's failed, and he's fallen flat on his face consistently for at least the past 2 years now, with failing to come to fair business terms and fair business agreements between he and his opponents, and it's cost not only Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Hearn miserably, but it's also caused DAZN as well. And of course, there's just information all over the internet about the legal disputes between DAZN and Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Hearn, saying all this garbage crap about pay-per-view, and him reneging on his word, saying that pay-per-view is actually the way to go for DAZN in the future. So he's confused in his own right. So with all that being said, if the shoes were on the other foot and Eddie Hearn was promoting this fight, oh Lord, it'll be the biggest heavyweight showdown since Ali Foreman, right? It'll be the new Rumble in the Jungle. It'll be the 2020 Thriller in Manila, right? You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to those countries or anything like that, but y'all get the point, right? These fight bills, Eddie Hearn would have made it seem like it was going to be the biggest heavyweight showdown, much more bigger and massive than Wilder Fury 3, okay? That's the way he would have put his 2 cents into it, okay? But if memory serves me correct, Eddie Hearn just recently put on an unsuccessful YouTube fight on a championship boxing card on DAZN that flopped. Not only did it flop, his idea was that he was going to be innovative and try to get fans interested in DAZN, so he was going to put down this YouTube fight on this championship card to try to get fans, you know what I'm saying, more inclined to purchase DAZN and all that good stuff. But of course, it flopped and it failed. So Eddie Hearn is trying to denigrate this massive expedition between Iron Mike and Roy Jones Jr. by saying that it's going to be an embarrassment and that the fans are wasting their money and that the commissioner could stop it early and all this other BS, okay? So with all that being said, not only did Eddie Hearn have a failing, you can't even call that a professional fight. It was between two YouTubers, okay? But DAZN as a platform has been failing because of Eddie Hearn, and also on top of that, this guy just put on a circus performance, okay, in his own backyard, all right, with clowns and cotton candy and balloons, all colors, right, in a fireworks show in his own backyard between 2 guys who they build the fight as egg and cheese breakfast sandwich, okay? I can't make this shit up, all right? He literally had the audacity to build this fight as an egg and cheese breakfast. And not only did it leave a bad taste in fans' mouth, but they wound up barfing and regurgitating that garbage and just making a mess over everything. It's because that's not what fight fans want to see. They have no interest in seeing an egg and a cheese a scramble or a skillet in the ring. We have no interest in that whatsoever. And not only that, but y'all mark my words on this one, okay? If Canelo Alvarez, by chance, miraculously decides to secure that fight date for September the 12th, okay, not only will it be against a bum, but I guarantee you that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. is going to do bigger numbers than Canelo Alvarez on that date. So it will only make sense for Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Hearn and DAZN to move that date to a later date. But even with that being said, okay, when all of the numbers are said and done, when all of the dust and smoke settles down, and we really get to see everything for what it's worth, the boxing world is going to see here in 2020 that an expedition bout was much bigger than what the head honcho was trying to produce on DAZN, namely with Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Hearn, and that's an embarrassment for the boxing game. Now here it is. All these Canelo fanboys, all these Canelo man fans, they say, oh, he's the jefe, he's the boss, he knocks out all these guys, he's the biggest draw in boxing, he's this and he's that. When you got two 50-year-old retired boxers, not only punked him off of his date, okay, but he has a promoter, Eddie Hearn, who's failing to generate any kind of interest for Canelo Alvarez. He needs all this extra time trying to use the pandemic as an excuse, but nobody wants to see a Canelo Alvarez versus a John Ryder. And that's what he's trying to force feed us, like he did with this whole egg and cheese omelet sandwich or whatever the hell it was called, okay? It was a poor bill. It was a poor decision. He was trying to be innovative, and it blew up in his face. It's like one of them fireworks. Well, anyway, let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section below. Do you feel Eddie Hearn was right in his assessment about the great legendary showdown between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. on September the 12th, 2020 on Triller pay-per-view? Or do you feel like he's being a hater and a snake? I'm just curious to get you guys' opinion about it. So leave it down in the comment section below. It's your boy E with Boxing Profits. Signing on to the next one. Holla at your boy 100. Whoop out.